Ready or not, 2020 is here, at least politically. And it's important enough that I thought I would wear a tie. This cycle will be consumed by the presidential race, but don't forget about the fight for Congress. In the Senate, Republicans picked up a couple seats in 2018, but Democrats held their losses to a minimum in the face of a challenging map, keeping a majority within reach in 2020. First of all, we need to be precise about how we talk about the fight for the Senate because the number of seats Democrats need to control the Senate depends on the outcome of the presidential race. Democrats need to gain 4 seats for a majority, but a gain of 3 seats would be enough for control of the Senate if there is a new Democratic vice president to break a 50-50 tie. The 2020 Senate map is a stark contrast to 2018. In 2018, Democrats defended 26 Senate seats, while Republicans defended just 9. In 2020, Republicans will be defending 22 seats, while Democrats defend 12. More targets should be good for the party trying to recapture the majority. But 2016 was the first time in history that all of the Senate results matched the presidential outcome. A similar dynamic and presidential result in 2020 would produce no net gain for Democrats because it would lose Alabama and Michigan while winning Colorado and Maine. Using the 2012 presidential results as a guide for the 2020 Senate map, Democrats would gain 2 Senate seats. And if the 2008 presidential results applied, Democrats would gain 3 seats. The initial list of vulnerable senators is fairly short. Just 2 Democrats are up for re-election in Trump states, Doug Jones and Gary Peters, and 2 Republicans up for re-election in Clinton states, Cory Gardner and Susan Collins. But Republicans Martha McSally, Thom Tillis, David Perdue, and Joni Ernst should have competitive races, and Democrats Tina Smith and Jeanne Shaheen could have competitive races as well. Overall, the presidential race will impact the fight for the Senate in multiple ways. 8 races will take place in competitive presidential states. There are at least 2 races with incumbent senators contemplating running for president, New Jersey and Oregon, and 2 states with potential Senate candidates considering running for president first, Montana and Colorado. Of course, it's too early to tell what the presidential race will look like, how voters will feel about the economy and the direction of the country, and whether they'll believe more Democrats are needed in Washington. And it's too early to determine the final scope and size of the Senate playing field, which will be partially determined by retirements, recruitment, primaries, and how the presidential race plays out. Based on the initial map, Republicans should be viewed as slight favorites to maintain control. But we've got a long way to go, and the margin is close enough that the majority should be regarded as in play.